Good morning, dear students. How are you all? Hope you all are fine at home. So, from today, we are going to start our English syllabus. Today, we are going to see Block 1 Anya and the Dragon. In this story, we are going to see about a dragon and a princess, Anya. Now, open your content book and look at the pictures. Try to find out what is the story about. Right from page 1 to the last page. You can see various characters and you can see in the picture their expressions. By this, you can make out what is the story about. So, first, we'll read the story and then we'll try to understand it. Okay? So, open your content book to block number 1. Look into your book. I'll read the story for you. Okay, children? So, let's start. Anya and the Dragon. In a land far away, there lived an old dragon. He was kept chained up in the king's palace. Everyone was scared of him. The dragon was lonely and said he did not want people to be afraid of him. He wanted to be free and fly in the sky. The chain on his feet hurt him, but what could he do? Late one night, the dragon was sleeping when he heard something. He opened his eyes sleepily. It was Princess Anya. Her left leg was shorter than her right leg. She had to walk on crutches. Will you give me a ride on your back? Asked Anya. She told the dragon that she couldn't go horse riding like her brother. The king wouldn't let her because of her crutches. I know where the keys to your chains are kept, he said. My father keeps them in his cupboard. Aren't you afraid of me? Asked the dragon. No, said the brave princess. You have kind eyes. The dragon smiled. The next night, Anya visited the dragon again. She had the keys and unlocked his chains. They crept outside. The dragon stretched his wings. Ah, it felt so good. They flew up high and swooped down low. They flew near the moon and over the stars. When they came back, the king was waiting for them. I saw you, said the king. Anya was scared, and so was the dragon. But the king smiled. I've never seen you so happy, Anya, he said. From now on, you can ride on the dragon. I know you will be safe with him. He took the keys from Anya and threw them into the pond. The dragon smiled. He was free at last, and he had a friend. So, this was a small and such a nice story you have heard. Now, just think when I was reading, you understood the story? The story is about Princess Anya and a dragon. The princess was lame. Her one leg was shorter than the other, and that's why she had to use crutches for walking. What is the meaning of crutches? Do you know? Crutches means if a person whose legs are disabled, might be the leg is short or no leg, then they have to take a support of a stick which is called as crutches. And the dragon was also chained. Both were unhappy, sad, And one night, this Princess Anya went to Dragon and asked him that could he give a ride to her because she was not able to ride the horse like her brother because did not allow them. King did not allow her because of her crutches. She was lame. The dragon was also sad, but the dragon said her, "Aren't you afraid of me?" And the brave princess said, "No." Why? Because this dragon was having kind eyes. The next day again, she brought the keys and she came to dragon. She set free. She removed the chain and set free to the dragon. Both of them flew up in the sky. They were happy, but when they came back, they saw that king was waiting for them. Both of them were scared because now king might scold them. But the king smiled because he was also happy that his daughter was happy, and to see his daughter happy, he was also happy. So he took the keys and threw it in a pond. And because the dragon was set free, he was also happy. And Anya also was happy because now she is going to ride the dragon. She also can go out, fly. Both of them were happy. And to see both of them happy, king also was happy. So now, dear students, you are also going to read this story on your own and mark down the hard words in this story. Okay, so we can discuss these hard words, the meanings or the pronunciation or the spelling during our online class. Now, in this story, we are going to learn some new things also. And what are that? Let's see. Differentiate between real and imaginary to understand a story. Look at the story pictures and talk about what happens in them. Which of these events can take place in a real life and which can't. To differentiate between real and imaginary to understand story. Look at the story picture and talk about what happened in them. Which of these events can take place in real life and which can't. In this story, we have used new keywords. And what are these keywords? Real, imaginary, dragon, and lesson. Real means something that happens in actual life. For example, you go to school, you play, but you play on the ground. Okay, you don't play in the sky, you play on the ground. So this is real. Imaginary, something that exists only in our mind. That whatever you feel in your mind, imaginary things. Like when you read this story, the princess made the dragon. They flew in the sky. Will this thing happen in real life? Have we ever seen dragon? Or if the dragon exists, can the dragon give us a ride? So all these things are imaginary. Dragon, a large animal with a long tail that can breathe out fire. This we have seen many times in the movies and the cartoons, but in real life we have not seen. But it is said that these dragons used to exist, and this was their specialty, that they used to breathe fire. And lesson, something that we learn. And what we learned in this story, we learned that both of them were sad, and when they came together and enjoyed, and they were happy. And what we learned that by keeping any animal in chain or a cage, that will make that animal sad. Or either if you are asked to stay at home full day, surely you will be sad. But suddenly, if your parent allows you to go out and play, or if you set free any animal, then they'll be happy. And something we learn, and we learn that when we are happy, we are very sorry, that when we are set free, we are happy. So understood, students? During our online class, we are going to discuss some of the questions, and by reading the story, if you are able to answer, you note down this answer. We again will discuss them during our online class. That is, what are the important event in the story, Anya and the dragon. There are four important events in the story. These are: the dragon is feeling sad and lonely. Anya goes to meet the dragon. Anya frees the dragon. They go flying in the sky. The king sees them and frees the dragon. Next is, which of these events can take place in real life and which can't? The event where the dragon is chained and he takes the princess flying in the sky are unreal. They cannot happen in real life. So these events in the story are imaginary. These events tell us things about the princess and how she feels are real. We can see the princess in a real life. So here we can find what is real and what is imaginary. What did you learn from the story? We learned different lessons from the story. For example, we learned how to be brave and kind like Anya. She isn't scared of the dragon and decides to free him. So this was all about the story. Now you have to solve in your application workbook worksheet 1.1 and practice questions, which all you can do, you solve it, and whichever is hard for you, just mark it down. So during our online class, we'll solve these questions and even underline the hard words. So during our online session, you can ask, we can solve those also. We can find the meaning and pronunciation also. So I hope you all are going to hear and see this video, read the lesson, and do all the activities as I've told. So when we meet during our online class, we are going to solve. That is, morning you see this video at 10 o'clock. We are going to meet again for our online class. And over there, we'll solve all the exercises, worksheet and practice questions, everything will solve over there. Okay, children? So till then, study, solve the question answers, whichever are possible. Okay? Stay safe, stay home. Bye bye. Have a nice day.